Thumbs Pro coming at you with another ukulele tutorial like we do every single Wednesday and Saturday. So make sure you hit subscribe, ring the bell so you never miss a lesson. Today we're doing Walkin After Midnight by Patsy Cline, melody and everything. All the tabs on the screen, but if you want something to print out and follow along or for your tablet, you can get it by becoming a Patreon. Links up here in the notes. Check the links in the description as well. You'll see my email if you want some one-on-one lessons via Zoom or Skype. But if you're ready to learn this song, that's cool with me. I dig it and I respect it. Go ahead and grab your ukulele. Brain and attention span. Once you have those three things, follow me on in and let's break it down. Come on. Walkin After Midnight, our chords. C major. F7. It's just like your F, but then you get your ring finger on the 3rd fret of the C string and your pinky on the 3rd fret of the A string. If that's too hard, you could take the pinky off and have it be 2, 3, 1, open, 2. G9, make a G7 and remove your ring finger. O, 1, 2, O. G9. We'll get that ring finger on and we'll also see a G7. I know I'm kind of teaching the chords a little funky in the order of teaching them, but these are the order they appear in the song. C7, index finger on the 1st fret of the A string. Classic F. F minor, 1st fret with your index finger. Open C, 1st fret of the E string with your middle finger. Pinky on the 3rd fret of the A. And then a C9, which is make your C7, but get your middle finger on the 2nd fret of the C string. If you don't like that sound, you can substitute it for a C. Anywhere you see a G9, you can play a G7. Anywhere you see a C9, you can play a C7. They're both dominant chords and they're interchangeable. They just have a little bit different flavor, a little funkier, a little more mountainy, you could say a little more twangy. So it's really personal preference. All right, let's go ahead and jump into the intro. This song, Walkin After Midnight, always reminds me of Buenos Aires. It's a town where you can kind of walk at any time and people are still dining at midnight. That's very common. Okay, so our strum pattern. Our strum pattern is just a down, up, mute, 1 and 2, 3 and 4, down, up, mute. If you're uncomfortable with the chunk strum, I'll put a link up here so you can practice it. If you're uncomfortable with it, you could just do a down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up, down, 1 and 2, 3 and 4, 1 and 2, 3 and 4. They're both going to work interchangeably, okay? So let's look at the harmony for the intro first, and then we'll break down the riff. We're going to do the strum pattern for 1 measure on a C, 1 F7, 1 C, and then our last one's going to be C, G9. 4 measures. 1, 2, 3, 4. So if we strum through those, we get C, down, up, mute, down to the F7, down, up, mute, down back to the C, down, up, mute, C for the first half, and then G9. Let's go ahead and count it, because you know the chords. Let's go ahead and count it. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2, 3 and 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 4. Boom. Then you'd be in the verse. So that is how you strum through it. Let's go ahead and look at the riff. We're going to start out, and there is a little run up before the first measure. So it's 1, 2, 3, and 4, and this is the same as the melody. The melody, when you kick off the song, is going to go G, A, C, G, A, C, and then E, C. And that's what we're emulating, but we're using double stops. So we play C and the G, and then I'm using my thumb on the C string and my index on the E. And then I use these 2 fingers to pluck the open E and the A. And then I use my index finger to fret the 3rd of the E and the A, and the same 2 fingers to pluck. So I get. And I go down, ring finger, 7th fret of the A string, and I use my middle finger on the A string and my thumb on the G. only because I'm using these two fingers earlier. You could use your index on the A if it's more comfortable for you. And then from there, we're going to go down and grab the 3rd fret of the A string and the open E from our C chord. So just that little piece, really slow. 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 1, and 2, 3, 4. We get to the 4th beat and it's triplet. Really cool. Love that sound. So we're going to do a triplet. My thumb is on the C string and my index finger is on the A. And then I'm playing 0, 0, open C, open A. I fret the 1st fret of both the same strings, 2nd fret, and the 3rd fret. And the 3rd fret hits on the 1st beat. So it's 4 pola 1, tripola 1, 1, 2, 3, 4 pola 1. All right. Keep those fingers down, bring them up to 6th fret of the C, 6th fret of the A, and then down to 5 and 5. 1, 2, and. So 1, 2, 3, 4 pola 1, 2, and 3, 4, and. On the and, you're going to slide that middle finger over to the 3rd fret, remove your ring finger, and rotate your wrist and get your index finger down on the 3rd fret here for this shape. This is an E note and a C note, both chord tones from our C chord. All right, here you could play the open E in that 3rd fret, but it just makes more sense to go into this shape. From there, and you do it on the and then on the 1 of the next measure. So you would get 4 pola 1, 2, and 3, 4, and 1. Everything up to there really slow, and let's go ahead and count it out, but we're going to count it nice and super slow. This is how you should practice this. These are good habits. These are the habits that are going to help you learn faster and really learn the song much more in depth as well. Okay, so here we go. 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 1, and 2, 3, 4 pola 1, 2, and 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so the next is this little cool 3rd fret of the E string, thumb plays the open C. These are triplets again, and then from there you're gonna go right into this shape. Middle finger, 4th fret of the C, ring finger on the 5th fret of the A. I'm sorry, the E. 4, 5, 2 middle strings. Keep that same shape down. 1, 2, 3, up to the 7th and the 8th. That's a triplet, and you're going to go right from there into the open G string and the 7th fret of the A string. So you get 1, 2 pola 3. All right, and the 4th beat is going to be the 3, 3, open, open, and then O and 3. So just that 3rd measure. I know it looks like the 4th measure out there, but it's the 3rd measure because the other one's a little run up. Where we're playing the C, we get 1, 2 pola 3, 4, and 1. And then you just have something on the 2nd beat and the 3rd beat. It goes 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1st fret of the A string, 3rd fret of the C string. Move that chromatically, same exact fingers, but this becomes a 0 and a 2. To the 2nd fret of the C string, open A. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. All right, the last measure is definitely the easiest. 1, 2, 3. So let's play through all these nice and mellow, nice and easy. Here we go. Okay, nice and slow. 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 1, and 2, 3, 4 pola 1, 2, and 3, 4, and 1, 2 pola Let's try and play it again one more time, but we're gonna go ahead and not count it this time, okay? 1, 2, 3. All right, so let's go ahead and move on to the verse now. So the first measure is C, the second measure is half C, half C7, then you have 2 of F7. So you get 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. C, 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 C7, F7, 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 F7. The second half, C7 for the first measure, F and then G9 for the next one. So you get 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. That move from the F to the G9 is just moving your middle finger down a string. C for one measure. And the last one's half C, half G9. And then depending on whether you're going into the part B or the part A, you would just start over. Okay, so let's go ahead and just strum through the verse. That's it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so that's the verse. Why don't we go ahead and learn the melody before we put the lyrics up, okay? So we're going to start off and we're going to say 0, 3, 7, 3. Open G, open A, 3rd fret of the A string, 7th fret of the A string, 3rd fret of the A string. First phrase. The next one is going to be triplets, and it's going to be kind of the same notes. You're going to go 0, 3, then you go 6, 3. Which is a very bluesy thing to happen because this is a C minor note. So you put those two together. Next phrase, pretty similar, 0, 3, 6, 3. And then we're going to come up here and we're going to play 5, 3. On the 4th beat of that 3rd measure, 5, 3, we're over the F7 now. And you'll notice here how it says just over the F, over the 5, and nothing over the 3. That's because when you're singing that, you'd be like, just. And you'd actually only sing one word, but 2 notes. That's called legato, just. Okay, and the last measure goes 6, 5, 3, 0, 0, 0, 0, 3. Just working our way down the scale and then back up. And it all has swing like that. So we play through this whole first half. We get really cool, all right? We bring up the next half, and we're going to start off that same little 7-0. Then on the 4th measure, 0, 3, 6, back to 3, and then 6, 3, 5, 3, 5, 3. And you'll notice here it's the same thing. The 5, 3, it's one word, but you'd sing it ooh, ooh, okay? And then that would go for the rest of it, and you'll see 0, 0, 3. That would just be turning it around to start over. So go ahead and play through the melody for the entire verse from the top verse. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, and. Very nice. All right. All right, so then let's try to sing it. Lyrics up. Let's sing through it together. 1, 2, 3. I go out walking after midnight, out in the moonlight, just like we used to do. I'm always walking after midnight, searching for you. Then it starts over, and then you'd be right back in the top. Okay, so when we have one more piece, part B, let's go ahead and learn the progression, the melody, and then the lyrics. Okay, so here we go. This part, same kind of run-in. I stopped to see a weeping willow. And the progression, the first half is F, F minor, F, F minor, C, and then C and C9. C, C9. So you get F, F minor, C, C, C9. Next half is F, F minor, C, and then the last measure is the only difference. It's G7, G9, and then boom, you're on to the next piece. So we get F, F minor, C, G7, G9, and then boom, and you're back into part A. Okay, so the melody here, we did the melody higher up the fretboard here. That's because the lowest note was our G note, and I have a high G. This time the lowest note is C, so we're actually going to play it a little lower on the register, and the first phrase sounds like this. I stopped to see a weeping willow. Open C string, first, third fret on the E. Then you keep that ring finger down, and using your middle finger on the A, index on the E, open A, third fret, open A, third fret, open A, first fret. I stopped to see a weeping willow, crying on his pillow. That's an interesting part because it's over the F minor. That's why they're taking advantage of this G sharp note. 4, 3, 4, 3, 4, 1. Crying on his pillow. The next part is open E, 3, 3, open A, 3, open A, 3, and then the last little triplet is going to be open A, high G, third fret of the C. And again, notice that me, it's just that note going down. Me, 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 me. From the top, 1, 2, 3. Okay, and then we play the open C string to turn it around, and we're into the next 4 measures. First phrase, exactly the same, but you'll notice the extra little F note at the end. 03, 03, 01, 1, 4, 3, 4, 3, 4, 1. This time 3, you're gonna play the E flat to turn it over. Then you get 03, and then we're gonna go O, 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 open A, open G, open A, open G. And finish open E 2 times, and then the second fret right there. And then you just, which would be the phrase that turn it over, G, A, or like we were playing earlier. So we play through the melody of the part B from the top. 1, 2, 3. there you have the melody from that piece. Let's go ahead and put the lyrics up and sing through it. Then you got the entire song. Stopped to see a weeping willow crying on his pillow. Maybe he's crying for me. And as the night gets gloomy, the night wind whispers to me, I'm as lonesome as I can be. And there you have it. That's how the chords would come together with the lyrics, all right? Practice the melody. The more you practice the melody, the better it's going to sound when you sing it. And those are all the pieces. Okay, so you got through the whole song. There's one little piece. The coda is this little turnaround that sounds like this to finish it. And I forgot to teach you two chords. One is the G augmented. Take your D minor, move everything down a string and up a fret. O, 3, 3, 1, G augmented, and the C minor is O, 3, 3, 3. So O, 3, 3, 3, O, 3, 3, 2. And it would just be C, C minor, G9, G augmented, C. And that's how you would finish the song, okay? So why don't we go ahead and... All right, so let's go ahead and put all this stuff together. I'll jam through the riff, and then I'm just going to strum with the lyrics up so you can see how it all comes together. 1, 2, 3. And there you have it, folks. Walkin After Midnight. Thank you so much for watching. 10thumbspro.com. Catch you next Wednesday or Saturday for our next lesson. Take care. Cool, everyone. Thank you so much for watching to the very end. I hope you dig it. 10thumbspro.com. Keep on rocking and rolling. Keep on loving life. Keep on jamming. And until next time, we'll see you for our next ukulele tutorial. Have a lovely day. Take care of yourself. See you next Wednesday or next Saturday.